everybody, it's Kissy Baby 1984, also known as Kristen. I am going to do a quick update from the past video that you guys saw. I know that I posted something about my fiance cheating and that he was caught in the act. I'll explain to you what happened, but I don't really want to get into a lot of detail of what happened, so excuse that I'm going to be kind of not talking about a lot of it. Back about a week ago, maybe a little more than a week ago, my fiance's phone kept going off at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and for some reason I just said, well, I don't know why it's going off at 2 o'clock in the morning. It never goes off at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I grabbed the phone and I noticed that there were several text messages between him and this woman named Anisi that talked about, you know, wanting a blowjob and, you know, all kinds of stuff. And I'm sorry if this is too much information, but I figured I'd talk to you guys about it. There was a lot of incriminating stuff, but I didn't really, you know, say much about it. I kind of kept it quiet. When we woke up the very next morning, I talked to him about, you know, what does he want in his life, what are his goals, and then I brought up the whole text messages, and he said nothing ever happened. And well, I left that night and I went and stayed with my father for about a week, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be with somebody who could lie. But make a long story short, as I stated, he claims nothing ever happened. So we're seeing a counselor right now to try to see what's going on. The counselor even stated that, you know, he's almost 100% sure nothing physically happened, but he knows that, you know, it was in the back of his mind. So knowing that, it kind of like hurt a little. I'm not going to cry on here now because, you know, the time's gone and there's not anything that I can do about it. But hopefully we can get back on track. We are going to try. I don't condone what he did. I don't even say that it's any good. I don't believe in giving second chances, but I'm also pro-marriage, so I don't believe in just giving up on something that I've been in for 7 years. So hopefully he gets his act together and we can get this thing back on the road of, you know, being a happy couple and being as happy as we always usually are. I don't know what his reasoning for talking like that was. He said that it was nothing, it was just a joke, that he never thought was going to, you know, not that he thought it was going to get caught. I have no idea what was going through his head and why he thought it was okay to talk like that to another girl, but, you know, that's why we're going to counseling, to figure out what was going through his mind that made him feel that it was okay to joke around like that. Anyway, off the subject of that, on the 13th and the 14th, before I found out what was going on last month in June, or July, I apologize, my fiance and I had baby dance. Now, I was told by the doctors that there's possibly no chance that I'm going to get pregnant without losing any weight because I don't ovulate. I found out that I have fibroids and that I have cysts. Fibroids aren't bad, but nonetheless I still have them. So, make a long story short, I had the sonohystogram, I had the histopenogram, I've had several blood tests and everything. They can't physically see why, other than the fact that I'm overweight, of why I would not be ovulating. I have hypothyroidism, but they said that that's not usually, you know, it does play a factor, but I've been on levothyroxine, or whatever you want to call it, for a while now, so it's not something that they understand why anything is still going on. They figured that it would have corrected everything, it would have corrected my hormones. So I just figured I would let you guys know that this last 2 weeks I've kind of like been extremely nauseous, waking up every morning, but I don't throw up. I just kind of am nauseous. So I decided, all right, well, it's time for me to go and grab one of those, you know, pregnancy tests and see what's going on. So I grabbed one and I took it, and I mean, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see anything, but I want to show you anyway. And then maybe you can see something, but I'm going to show you. That's the test I took. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a very faint line going across right there. If you can see it, right there, right there. Whether or not it's positive or not, I have not a clue. I'll show you again. I just don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I'm going to talk to my doctor about it. I hope it's positive. I mean, with or without this working out, I know I'd be an amazing mother. And if it's not positive, then, you know, we're not going to stop trying to conceive. We are trying to work on things. I'm not going to block anything from trying to get pregnant. But at the same time, I'm not going to, you know, push harder for it to happen. So I'm just not going to spend any extra money on it. I do have some positive news. My father's wife's brother, who is from the Philippines, just had a baby girl in June. And if you guys know anything about the Philippines, they're not as rich as the rest of the world. So it's harder to raise children down there than it is for Americans to raise children. So her brother had asked her to adopt his daughter because he wants his daughter to have a good life. But my stepmother just had a baby, so she can't afford to take care. Not afford, but you know what I mean. Like, she just doesn't want to have two at the same exact time that are extremely young. So I talked to Aaron about it, and we're all for it. We really actually wouldn't mind adopting her and giving her a good life. So she's going to talk to her brother to see if he's still interested, because the baby was born a month ago. He may have already become attached. But if not, then, you know, we'll go pick her up and, you know, we'll raise her, and you guys will get to see pictures of her and everything. Anyway, keep in touch. Any questions or comments, just comment below. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye.